It's okay. No big
I
deal.
want you to hear me. I've
You guys
listened to
know
this
I
song
like it.
so much, I know the lyrics of it.
You've been singing it so much you know the lyrics?
I feel like it.
Or you're just making up your own lyrics and you think they're the
No,
right
that's
lyrics.
the lyrics. That's the lyrics.
Wouldn't you have to know the lyrics to sing it anyway?
Yeah, I guess that's right, huh? Oh, all right. Let's do this thing.
Let's get this Rhodes on the show.
Rhodes. Hey, I like what you did there. Hey, welcome to the Geek Retreat Podcast, episode 47.
It's up there, man.
What's up?
47. I'm your host, Steven, and that there is Mick, and that down there over there is Jason.
Yo.
Yo, how is
Sister.
everybody doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
Well, I almost didn't make it right now.
Yeah, you guys were a little...
Yeah.
Woo.
I had to. I started my workout today late,
Okay.
and it was a leg day.
Leg day?
And I went in on.
Hates
I
leg
went.
day.
I know, and I was gonna skip it, but I was like, no, I can't. I gotta do it because you
Gotta get
can't
in
skip
leg day.
leg days, man. And so I went in on leg day, man. I was in there for a while, and it was even to the point when my lady came in, she checked in on me. I was like, "Hey, everything going on all right?"
Did you die? Are you
I almost did. I almost did. I almost could walk out of there.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so then I have to stretch and take a hot shower.
I hate leg day, bro.
I hate. I
Leg
mean,
day
with a
is the
passion, I
worst.
hate it.
Why
I
did
work-
they even make leg day?
Like when I used to work out, I used to work out hard with my legs. You know, what I mean, I work them out like 2-3 times a week. But I got chicken legs. It's genetics.
Yeah,
So no matter how hard, like
you and me both, man.
no matter how hard, I mean, hella squats, hella strong, all that stuff. My chicken legs don't grow. They stay the same. They're
It's the
fossilized.
chicken
bro.
leg curse, man.
Yeah,
I
Look
don't
like
know
a-
what it
popsicle.
is.
I've never had the chicken leg problem. I've always had the
Hobbit leg problem.
Hobbit leg.
Hey, I want to get into that. I'm glad you brought that up. I've been doing stuff, guys. I've been doing a lot of stuff lately.
You've been doing stuff like
I
what?
have. Well,
Oh, perfect time to bring it up.
yeah. So, well, we can get into it a little bit later, but I wanted to ask everybody, how's your resolutions doing?
I don't do resolutions.
Oh, you're better than resolutions.
Yes,
are
I am
you?
better than resolutions. Yeah.
Hey, that's okay.
They're so cliche.
Yeah, I used
Everybody's
to be
doing
all
it,
into
and
it.
then
I haven't done a resolution in quite some time.
And then
Are you
everybody
doing one
gives
this
up.
year? Do you have one now?
I
since
do
you're
not.
asking?
No.
Mm.
No. I don't want to.
Sounds rather boring. None of us have it.
Yeah, sweet. I'm glad that was good. No, I
was
wanted
kidding.
I wanted to say that I've been getting into some things. I've watched a few things, gentlemen, that I have never seen before.
Okay.
So, Jason, I want to thank you for enabling me to be able to watch these things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, Jason so graciously hooked us up. I've been taking full advantage of it. Guys, I watched the Lord of the Rings, like all of them.
Oh, did you in one night?
All the way, not in one night.
Oh,
Definitely not in one night.
I was gonna have to
And
give you an award if we did
Can
that.
I
in one
say,
night.
what an amazing trilogy. I've only
Mhm.
seen the first two. I'd never seen the third one, and I don't know why. I was in a phase in high school when it came out, and I just I felt I missed it. I felt I was out of the whole thing, and I didn't ever go back into it. And I'm so glad I finally bit the bullet and did it. It was
Nice.
It was wonderful.
So you had up until this point never seen Return of the King?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Wow. Yeah. That to me is that my favorite one? I think it is.
It's really good.
It's really good.
That's like I don't know. Okay, so in Two
I like
Towers.
the Two Towers.
In Two Towers is really good, especially when Gandalf comes down right at the
Right at the end.
Yikes.
Elms Deep.
I got like chills from that. But the only thing I didn't like about the third one, which it's really stupid, it's really small, is it felt like it had 10 different endings, which it did. It had to tie up everything, which I was okay with.
Right.
But it was like they go back to the Shire and then it fades to black after Frodo puts the ring in the fire. It fades to black when they're on the rock. And then it comes back up and Gandalf comes in and saves them with the eagles. And then it fades to black. And then it goes to the Shire and Samwise gets married and it fades to black. It kept doing it in and out. And I was like, okay, come on. Like, we know all, like, I guess you're tying up loose ends at that point, which is okay.
You got to, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I don't know. Hold on. I was just checking something out. I don't know if I can be heard, and I hope I can.
Uh-oh.
When do you guys want to check the stream and see if I can?
That's why I've been trying to pull it up, but
it's live. We're definitely live. Stay tuned for some technical difficulties. I'm also gonna try to set up the to have the chat for us so everybody can see the chat. So
I don't know why I can't ever pull this thing up though. I'm even on the app this time.
Whoa, you're using the app?
I know. See, right? And
we're live.
No, I know we're live.
Do you have the chat?
No, we hear you loud and clear.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Okay, sorry about that little panic moment there.
There you go.
But no, the Lord of the Rings was awesome, and I think that 10 out of 10, Peter Jackson.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Those are definitely better than the Hobbits. I mean, I like the Hobbits, but I still like Lord of the Rings better.
I've never seen the Hobbit. Now that's the next one I need to get into.
The Hobbit's good.
Yeah, the Hobbits are good.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not as good as the Lord of the Rings,
but
it's still good.
Wouldn't be, but I'm definitely gonna give them a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it really, because the Hobbit, what it is, it
it's
really
a story
gets
of Bilbo, right?
Right, and you get to learn why the dwarves hate the elves so much.
Right.
It gives a lot of
backstory,
insight, right? And I was talking to you earlier about how Shadow of War.
Yeah.
Well, Shadow of Mordor, the middle
Earth
games.
Right.
Yeah, dude. If you're really into Lord of the Rings lore, definitely go get those games because it tells you a lot of things. It really connects a lot.
Well, now I'm really excited for those because like I started playing. You had said something to me at work about you were like, "Are you at the spider yet?" And I was like, "No, I'm not at the spider yet." But then I picked up the game. I was like, "Oh, it's a big game. I'll download it." And you know how it does like ready to start and you can play like a little bit of it. I started that, and the first scene is like you're dealing with the spider, and I was like, oh, I wonder if this is the spider. And then today I found out that's the spider he's talking about. So I knew which one you were talking about at that point.
The backstory of everybody.
Yeah. No, it was really good. And I'm excited I did it. And guys, I watched something else.
What?
Oh, dang. You've been
I'm really on it.
I watched Souls.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that later.
We definitely got to talk about that. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All
right. Steven. I watched Suicide Squad. I literally just finished it before starting this podcast.
Right.
Here we go.
No, okay, hold on.
Here we go.
Hold the phone. Are you ready for this?
More DC bashing?
No. I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would. There were good parts that were really good, and there were bad parts that were really bad.
What were the good parts that were really good?
So I really liked Deadshot's story. I enjoyed that he was the main guy, and I really liked his character arc. He kind of played more of like an anti-villain than a villain, which was cool. It was a really good arc. I liked. I liked Harley Quinn, but I felt like every time they could get a shot of her butt, they were taking it.
Right.
And I was kind of like, okay, that's enough.
It's like, that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
That's how you're going to get people to watch your stuff.
I know that.
That's what sells.
Yeah. But, I I enjoyed some of the stuff. There were a few characters like, okay, they did this whole thing where they set up like the Suicide Squad, these 6 guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the battle kind of starts. So the pacing was weird. I felt like the pacing was a little weird. It's kind of like you meet these guys all individually, and then
Pacing is
boom,
definitely weird.
and
Yeah.
then boom, you're into like war.
All right.
Okay. The Slipknot guy or the rope tying guy,
Yeah.
he's literally there. His only purpose there is to show the
That
Suicide
they'll get
Squad
killed. Yeah.
that they are gonna die if they get out of line. That's his
Right.
only purpose.
Yep.
And I was like, well, that's really stupid. And then the Katana, like they just like randomly throw Katana in there. Like, where's she been? Why is she one of the good guys? Why is she looked at as one of the good guys? So I don't know. That was weird. And then I felt like the guy who played Flag, the actor who played Flag, way overacted him.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, I
actually kinda
hated that.
liked him.
No, I hated that character.
Okay.
It felt like he was chewing dip the whole time.
Yeah.
And he just talked like this the whole time, and like that's his
Right.
accent. And you're like, okay, come on, like give us something more than just that. And I don't know. So
What'd you think
Okay.
about the Joker?
I
Tekashi
wanted,
69.
I
Yeah,
I didn't,
Tekashi 6ix9ine in it.
I didn't, I got over it, but there was just like it wasn't about the Joker at all.
Mm.
Like there was no Joker.
It wasn't the Joker.
Yeah, it was like a weird Joker. First, like Jared Leto did really weird, but like he probably had what 10 minutes of screen time the whole movie,
Right.
and
Yeah,
like they
very minimal.
sell him as like this big old character in the movie.
Well,
And
he was
like,
really mad. I don't know if you know, but he was really mad because he was like, "Dude, some of my best scenes were taken out of this, and
Really?
I put so much into this, and like you didn't even put it in the movie." So he was really upset and was vocal about it.
yeah, I mean when he
About
was
how
on
mad
screen,
he was
Glad.
about
when he was on screen, I was kind of like,
I saw enough of him.
I was okay with it. I wasn't like totally like upset with the character choices. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I wasn't upset with it. What I was upset with was like the lack of screen time with him. And I wanted a little bit more. And then like oh man, I just forgot her name. What's the main witch? What's her name? The
Oh yeah.
Immortal or something like that. No.
Yeah. Dang, I forgot her name too.
Anyway, the main
Yeah.
witch. Like she
That one
said,
chick.
they don't explain like anything about what she's doing. We don't know who her brother is. Like that's like shoehorned in there. We don't know
Mhm.
anything about like why is she creating this machine? What's her
Well, they do, but the
purpose?
thing is
Like,
with that movie is everything is exposition, so they tell you a lot.
but I didn't feel like I
I
didn't feel like
think when
they
they first
told me.
in that press conference, I think when they first brought out the stones and she was talking about it, and then she's like, "Okay, well, look what I thought at some point I haven't seen it in a while.
Maybe
I really have no
missed it.
interest in watching it again, but I thought at some point they said there's some backstory on the two of them, but not back. I mean, it's like maybe 30 seconds, if that,
Yeah, maybe.
that they
I
kind of
mean,
explained something.
maybe I missed it, but I felt like there was just like not. I don't know. They're just.
It's really bugging me that I can't remember her
It
name.
just didn't feel like normal to me.
Enchantress. There
The
you go.
Enchantress. And I like the story between him and his girl. Like I like that whole thing, but it was just really weird. It was like the movie felt very shoehorned. You know what I mean?
Right.
It felt like everything was just like boom, 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 shoved in there. So
No, it was really like all spliced in. Like it was a bunch of elements that they try to throw in all together, and it just felt choppy, like
right.
all the way through. It just didn't feel like a seamless whole movie. You know what I mean? It kind of just felt like you said before. The pacing is really off. The
Yeah.
editing is off.
It was.
It just I think that there's just too many. They couldn't contain having so many people in there and trying to introduce them all and giving them a backstory and an arc, and it's hard to do with that many people.
It is, and that's why ensemble movies have to be taken like so like carefully. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick to my guns on this, Jason. That's why Marvel has succeeded at ensemble movies, is because they give you the characters first and then they give you the ensemble, not the other way around.
hmm
If we would have had a Deadshot, like give me a Deadshot one off. You know what I mean? Like give me his own show. I mean,
See, I don't know. See, that's the thing with Suicide Squad, though. I don't know if these characters can carry a movie solo. These
Yeah.
are kind of like,
I feel like if anybody
besides
could,
Harley Quinn,
we'll see. But Harley Quinn can carry a movie herself.
that's what I'm saying. That besides her,
No, but I feel like
everyone else is
Deadshot
like,
could have.
yeah, I
Maybe
guess you can
after
say
Suicide
that.
Just
Squad.
backstories.
Yeah,
How
just-
they became the villain they were.
Yeah. Well, I guess we got that. We got that the most with Deadshot.
Yeah.
And you got that a lot with the Inferno guy too,
Yeah.
or at least why he is the way he is right now.
Oh, and Mick Croc, Killer Croc.
Oh my god,
terrible.
that's the most
Terrible. Like, not even like. He was so like stereotypical. You know what I mean? They like way overplayed his stereotype too, and that really like it offended me a little bit.
Yeah,
And I was just like,
I want BET.
I want BET. Like I was like,
Oh my
give me a break. Who says that? Like, give me a TV.
Oh
You know what I
my
mean?
God. Yeah, stupid.
And
I
like, I
hated
just
everything
like
about
give
that
me the
character.
snout. If they give me the snout of like the croc, maybe that would help a little bit. They tried
No.
to, no, just
Looks,
take him out.
looks. Yeah, just take him out. Looks wouldn't have helped what they did with that character. It was atrocious. from
And I
the
think they would have got
start to finish.
mollywopped at the end.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They would've
Well,
got
he played the key
The-
part.
I mean,
They had
like,
no business
blowing
fighting her.
Yeah, no.
Well, and then I love like
Yeah.
I don't know. Everything felt like a MacGuffin too. You know what I mean? Like it was weird the way like I had to laugh a few times. There was like push him into the corner. What? Come on, man! Like, what are you doing? Why are we getting this? We know what we, the audience, know what the objective is. You don't have to retell us what.
Oh, they thought that they had to.
Yeah, it was bad.
My favorite weird point is when they, because they said this and they never did anything with it throughout the movie. When they were talking about Zatanna and her
Oh yeah,
and her sword.
yeah.
Her sword captures the souls of the men she killed.
Never showed any.
Never
She killed how many men with her sword?
Yeah.
Like actual human beings. Doesn't release
It's
them
like,
at all.
okay,
Like,
doesn't, yeah. There's
Yeah.
no point even saying that line. I mean, that's,
yeah. Well, then it like they try to give it a moment when she's like talking to her husband, but aren't
Right.
all of the other enemies of just
Yeah.
she's talking to her
Right.
husband and a host of other souls
yeah.
inside her sword.
That
So-
movie's just all over the place, man.
Yeah, it was definitely all over the place. So now I think I'm gonna force myself to just watch Birds of Prey. I know. I think I have to at this point.
You know what's weird? Can I bring something to you guys' attention
Yeah,
really
yeah,
quick?
bring it up.
Because I'm kind of irritated. I'm not irritated, but I'm just,
You can be irritated.
my mind. I don't want to take it that far,
Okay.
but my mind is just kind of baffled sometimes. I mean, I get it. A lot of it is to their own fault and it's valid, but DC gets a lot of flack, man. With their movies. So, and the reason why I brought this up because you brought Birds of Prey up, and you guys watched Joker, right? We talked about Joker on here.
Right. Yeah.
Would you guys not say that that's like the best DC movie? At least the best DC movie recently?
Maybe recently. Yeah.
Okay, you wouldn't say overall?
No, I think the Dark Knight Rises is the best one overall.
No, not including the Christopher Nolan trilogy. Those are obviously the best ones, but I'm talking about in the
So we're
DCEU
not-
universe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe.
Well, I guess that's not even in the DCEU universe. But anyway, but not including
If
Nolan's
they
trilogy.
were to continue with it, I would say yes. I want to see more of that Joker. I want to see that. We've talked about it in our Joker versus Joker, like that whole thing. I want to see that Joker develop into
Being
the
Joker, yeah.
that we see in Dark Knight Rising. Give me
But
that.
just as
and
a
I'll be
film, no,
totally
it
happy.
was good though. But I thought,
Yeah,
but and
the
then
film was a good film. Yes.
yeah, and Aquaman was equally, I thought, not equally, but it was also a good, tolerable movie. I mean, it was
Yep.
pretty. There was not too many flaws in that one. That was a pretty good movie. That was a good movie you can enjoy.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
So with that said, those two movies are ranked lower than Birds of Prey critically. Can you believe
is
that?
a complete political stunt. That's all it is.
And
It
now
has
Wonder
to be.
Woman's also
It has to be.
Wonder Woman. Although we did a spoiler review on this, and of course she has a lot of problems in that movie, but it started off at I think it was a 85% certified Rotten Tomato, and now it's at like 60. How did it drop that drastically that fast? I mean,
Okay, so
it's kind of weird. I don't
you go
know.
off of Rotten Tomato. I'll go to the Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, I don't know what else to critically look at. I mean, there's
I go on
IMDb as
IMDb.
well,
That's what I usually go
and
to.
then but that one I didn't look at that one to start, so I don't know how much that trended and how much went down or up. But I happened to catch the Rotten Tomatoes one, so that's why I'm mentioning that one.
Right. Hold on. My ad blocker is getting in the way of Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
um.
But I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Birds of Prey has had like a 74 or 78 or something like that, and I'm like, that movie was not that.
Yeah, I don't.
It's
Yeah, I
weird.
can't.
And I think it's even rated higher than Man of Steel, or if not the same.
Yeah, because I would put like obviously like Christopher Nolan at the very top,
Right.
right? And then I would put like Man of Steel and Aquaman and Joker in like the next three, and then everything else is like a couple tiers down underneath those.
Yeah. Right.
Um.
So I just don't get it, man. I don't understand the. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
It's like they get their movies get like flagged before it even comes out. Oh, this movie has been a mess. This is news that Warner Brothers is not liking the screening. And I'm like, what? How do you? Okay, I don't know.
No.
I'll stop.
So Wonder Woman has a Metascore of 60. Can I just say, I think my rating was like spot on.
I
It
don't
has
think
a
so.
it has a user rating on IMDb of 5.5, and I gave it a 5.
You looked that up first.
I did not. I didn't look at any ratings.
You're lying, Steven.
I'm not lying. Yeah, okay, so Rotten Tomatoes, on the tomato meter, it has a 61, and the audience score is a 74.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's crazy. I don't know. Anyway, I said my piece. I just feel like it's weird, man. Like I don't know. I I feel like, and like I said, I get it. They dug themselves a hole, but I believe that some of these movies that are getting heavily critiqued doesn't deserve it.
Hmm.
I think a lot of them
I
are not a lot of them, but I think there's some of them that doesn't deserve it.
I really stand by it. I think it's I think it's a political thing. I think it is. This movie is going to operate exactly how the box office wants it to operate, and so
To what advantage?
we've
To
all
what
heard
benefit? What
we've all
advantage?
heard Ricky Gervais's Oscars from the 2019 Oscar, and it was like brutally honest. And like he made a big joke out of it, but like there was a lot of pushback before it because what he was saying. I mean, look at all the scandals that are being brought out of Hollywood. Look at
Yeah.
what's his face? Oh my gosh, Corey Feldman.
That's fake news, bro.
Like he's getting that. He's coming out and saying stuff, and Joyce Behar is like, "You are destroying hundreds of people's lives, like for telling the truth." And so I think that there is money and money grab and pool and political pool in Hollywood. I really do, just as much as there is in everybody has agendas, I think. And so they're gonna push what they want to push and not push what they don't want to push.
I guess. I guess.
It's aliens, bro.
Aliens, yeah.
It's aliens. Anyway, so those are the two things I've been watching. But Mick, you watched Soul. That's awesome.
Yeah, I
That
watched
is.
so.
Let's chat
So
about
what
it.
you? I want to hear your take, Mick.
Okay, so let me hear what you were saying about the movie again, Jason, because I wanted to counter it.
So yeah, okay, good. So I was saying that, I mean, I don't know what I was trying to say. I really didn't have a good coherent thought at the time.
It
But
was late. We were
yeah,
late for him.
I was just trying to say that they spent the whole movie saying that this is this guy's passion, this is what he lives for, and then like he does it, and then like he doesn't feel that passion that they've led us to believe this whole time, and then like he doesn't want to do it anymore.
And I said, to counter his argument that day, I said that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. So
Right.
you wish and you hope and you dream for stuff, and then you finally get there, and it's not all it's cracked up to be.
But then it's even like at the point because this is and this is where it really kind of threw me off because then it was even at the point where he was like not even ready to live anymore, right?
Right.
Because he was going to send 22 back as him again. He's going to send 22 back in there, not even go back.
Right.
So it's like, did you really? I mean, I guess they led into it because he was like, "Hey, if I play with this chick, I can die happy." So I mean, I guess you can use that as the excuse why he didn't need to go back. But
But the guy
I don't know.
wasn't
But okay, go ahead,
my
mate.
my thing with the whole movie. The guy
Uh-huh.
wasn't living at the very beginning. He wasn't living. He was so obsessed with his father's passion, his passion with music and all that. He got blinded by his own passion. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And at the end of the movie, he was finally awakened and was able to see how wonderful his life. Remember when he goes into that kind of zone room and he sees like he goes in that one person's place where that smart person and he accomplished all these things,
Oh
right?
yeah, the
Yeah.
All
doctor,
these
Doctor
things, and then
Vorgen
his life, he
Jorgensen.
looks at all his things and he's all like, I have accomplished nothing with my life. You know what I mean? So this one thing that you've been blind to, just trying to play with this lady, right? Or be a successful band jazz player or whatever.
Yeah.
He was blinded to the beauty of life. You know what I mean? Like the moments he had with his mother as a young child, the moments he had, like it flashed to things. Like he had a great awakening, right? It wasn't that he lost his passion and he didn't want to do it anymore. In my perception of the movie, I saw that his life was, you know, it blossomed in that moment because he realized what life really is. There is no purpose, right? There's no purpose. Everybody thinks they have a purpose. This is my purpose. I was here on this earth to do music. I was put on this earth to, be a computer programmer or a rock star, right? I get so involved and just like these high school students that their parents push them to do, you know, you're going to go in the NFL, you're going to go to college, you're doing all this stuff and they're so zoned in on their task, what they want to be, what they think they're meant to do, that life kind of it doesn't mean anything to them. But until the point where you know they sparked he sparked that realization, life came flooding into him, and he realized my life was beautiful. I lived a beautiful life, and I think that's a big reason why he decided to give it to 22 because he inspired him. I think his true passion was inspiring others. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's what he essentially did. It sucks. I know he was disappointed at the end of the movie, but I
Yeah.
think he won a bigger prize by realizing, you know, that there's no purpose. It's just life. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it was a really really deep movie. I don't
Yeah.
think it's a kid movie by
It
any
is
means,
not.
especially
No.
if you're like religious or whatever like that. I mean, it really gets into like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
um you're talking about like interdimensional beings that are manipulating souls and stuff, and it's crazy. I don't know, a lot of parents would be cool with their kid watching that, but I mean, me being that kind of guy, thinking, and hey, that's a possibility. There may be life forms I can't see, touch, feel, whatever. You know what I mean? There's millions of different spectrums of light that I can't perceive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're
So I
walking
guess
through this
so,
earth.
so I guess here's the I don't want to say problem because it wasn't a problem. It's not 'cause everything you're saying makes sense.
Right.
But here's where how it was portrayed and how it was delivered to me to I think failed to some degree.
Right.
Because if it's what you're saying, which I agree, I think that's where it's supposed to go. So I 100% agree with you on that.
Right.
But if that's where it's supposed to be, where he has like this great realization that life is worth living and he had a great life and he's supposed to be happy, it's like it was so somber at the end though. Like it wasn't. I didn't get that feeling from him. I think that's where he was happy. Like he didn't go out and do anything joyous. He didn't go out and continue to live his life. He went back to his apartment by himself and he played the piano again. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and kind of went into his zone again, played piano again, and then he just kind of smiles and it goes off. And I'm like, okay, so which is it? Does he still want to be a musician and play, or is he going to live his life? Is he going to go out and do something and meet people, or I didn't get it. I didn't get the sense that he's gonna go out and be free and live life. I felt that he was still sad and alone, and I was like, I think that's the message you're giving us.
Maybe they didn't. I believe they could have probably like, I don't know, like depicted it a little bit better than they did at the end. I mean, that's what I grasped from it. You know what I mean? Have you ever had a near-death experience?
No.
Where you could have died, right?
No.
And the few minutes, hours, even days after, you go outside and just, I can't believe I'm walking still. That is crazy. And you stop to look at trees. You stop to look at your son's face. You know what I mean? Like literally, after I saw that movie, I was like, fuck. And what I do, I go play with my kid.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because I was like, I'm missing out on a lot because I'm so focused on doing everything, work and paying the bills and trying to do this on the house and trying to do that. I never get to stop and think because I'm so tunnel vision. You know what I mean? It's the greatest gift ever. Well, if you ever have a near-death experience, that feeling after is the best feeling you could ever feel.
Well, I've never had a near-death experience either, but I've had those moments where something has caused me to take a look around and take an inventory of like what's going on in my life and like what am I really doing. And 9 times out of 10, it's like I'm not living. You know what I mean? I'm not just enjoying my life as it is. And I think that is the payoff of the movie, is that he sits back and he says, none of this matters. None of this matters. I want to do what I love to do, and I just want to enjoy this ride because we only get it once, and I want to enjoy it as we get it. You know what I mean? And now that I have he got a second ticket, you know what I mean? Like he got a second chance to ride the wave again. And he goes and does it, and the dreams that he chased those dreams are nothing. Those are empty dreams. And I really love that message of like, we all chase those dreams, right? But how often do we overlook the things that are right in front of our face?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't even think they portrayed those dreams of his as empty dreams.
No,
you know what I mean? It's an appreciation of everything, not. You know what I mean? I don't know. Right. I definitely believe I agree with you, Jason. This movie is definitely a read between the line kind of movie.
Yeah,
and
sure.
It's like
for sure.
They don't say it blatantly, but I mean, and they could have did a little bit better, you know, portraying their purpose here, because you could go this way, that way. I mean, there could be 100 different meanings to the movie because they didn't really make it super blatant. You know what I mean? It's definitely read between the lines. But I agree, they could have done a little bit better job of portraying that. But it was a deep, deep movie. It had me thinking.
It was deep, and to some degree, I appreciate that. And but I was looking for a payoff, I guess. And I guess, and I don't know, maybe I'll rewatch it again and see if I catch something else. But I was looking for a payoff, and I felt like I didn't get it.
Right.
Was my only thing. I'm like, okay, so what is he going to be doing now? Is he still going to be inspiring the kids in his class, or is he going to leave music altogether? Is he just going to be just, I don't know. Is he going to be with his mom more, or I was just looking for an answer, and I guess that's another deep meaning, right? Like life, there's really no one answer. There's no answers to life,
Yeah, I think
can't
that's
solve
another
life.
But I think that's another one too, is like that's for you as the audience to decide, like.
So it's intentionally left ambiguous.
I think so.
I mean, I guess.
It wasn't his story. It was 22's.
Oh, well, if you put it that way, I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird too. Like 22 was like she learned how to live as well through it. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it was a person that didn't have the will to live, do anything.
Yeah.
She just was defiant, and then all of a sudden, she found.
Yeah. What was
I don't know.
what was
There,
meaningful to her? It's a
that
deep
movie was
movie.
deep as
It is
yeah.
deep,
Like
man.
it
Yeah.
is. It's just masked
At least
as
does
a
its job
kids
to
movie.
the things that we're like dissecting it and trying to figure it
Yeah,
out. So,
and
so
I think it's a great movie because of that. Because we're
right,
able to
right.
sit here and say like, no. I think it meant this. I think we were able to like pinball things off each other. I think that's what makes it a great movie. We wouldn't if it
Yeah.
wasn't a great movie, we would be done with this conversation already.
Yeah,
That's true.
So
I would definitely recommend it
yeah, for
to
sure.
people to watch. Yeah,
But seriously, watch it without your kids. And like watch like it's not a bad movie for kids to see, but like your kids
They're
may
not
walk
gonna get like three
yeah,
quarters of
yeah. They
yeah,
probably won't get it,
they're
but
gonna
like,
zone out, and your kids are probably gonna also have existential crisis when
yeah.
I can
Dad,
see
what
why
is life?
I can see why certain parents might not want their kids to see it, but it's most kids won't even. They'll just
Yeah,
go. They like to see flashing
my
colors.
kids just stared at it and were like, "Well, that was a movie."
That's true.
Yeah.
That was
Can
a
I
movie.
That
can I
was a
play the
movie.
game now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
is family night
Can I
over
get my
yet?
iPad?
I did my time. Let me go on and do
Done my
it.
time. It's so funny because we all agree that it's that way. We're all like, all right, you've spent enough time doing family stuff. Go ahead.
Yeah,
That's
man.
cool. Oh man, yeah. So any other movies you guys have been taking a gander at?
No, but I rewatched Wonder Woman, and I'm sorry to keep bringing up Wonder Woman. I know you guys are tired of me saying it. You guys
Jason, I
are
can't
also
imagine
probably tired
why
of me.
you keep bringing up Wonder Woman. I mean, it's not like you like her or anything. You have a shrine of her behind
But no,
you.
check this out. This was awesome. I thought. So I rewatched it, and my son was like in and out watching it with me too, right? So he was sitting there and like ADD, he's like watching it, then he's not watching it, and
Yeah.
he's and so when the mall scene that you hate, when she first comes out, he goes, "Who is that? Is that a superhero?" I go, yes, son, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
And he goes, "What's her name?" I was like, "That's Wonder Woman." I was like, "Okay." And then also another cool moment was like when the flight scene. He also recognized the greatness in that scene as well. So he was like, "She can fly too." He's like, "Is she just like Superman?" I was like, "Oh." I was like, this is the greatest.
You're
This
like,
is the
no,
greatest thing
no,
ever.
she's not like Superman. She's Wonder Woman.
Right.
How dare you?
I believe that movie has some good gems in it. I do. The rest of
I
it,
don't know if you truly believe that.
I think it's got some good parts. I just felt like it was surrounded by garbage.
Then I'm gonna also admit something to you guys too live here on the Geek Retreat podcast.
Uh-oh.
There's a couple. I don't know. Did I say this already?
It's in stone
A
now.
couple times I watered up. I didn't drop anything.
You did
Watered up a little
not.
bit. I
You
watered
did
up a little
not.
bit. It was like moist. You ever get like a moist glistening
Oh,
eye?
You're such a.
I had moist glistenings today. Watching
Oh,
Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
oh my
You're
goodness.
always moisty, Steven.
But
Is that a I just sweat on it?
Yeah.
I just
But no, after rewatching, I still did it twice on two parts.
the same
Uh,
two parts as you did the first time.
No, because the first time was the flight part itself, and I was like, oh my god. And then it was the Pedro Pascal and his son,
Yeah.
Maxwell
Okay.
Lord and his son part. But then now this one was like totally different parts. It was weird because like then it was like the beginning with young Diana. I was like, oh man, it was so heartbreaking, like seeing her saying, but I can do it. And then her mom comes like, it'll be your time. She's like, but when? I was like, oh, it gets me. And then
They get me.
it gets me right in the fillers. And then the when she renounces her wish and gets powerful again just before the flight scene.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was a part in there I didn't catch this before. When she's walking away, just before she renounces her wish, Steve in the background says, "Wherever I am, I'll always love you," or something like
No, he
that.
says, "I'm already gone."
No. Before that was he says that, and then she
I know.
turns around and
I
walks
was giving
away.
you a hard time.
Oh, okay, and then yeah, so you can't even see him anymore, but just in the faint background of
Yeah.
all the noise, you can hear him say, "I'll always love you, no matter where I am." And then she's like, "I love you too," and then she says, "I renounced my wish," and took off. And I was like, "Ah, that was another part." But anyway,
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
The guy that I bet you that guy that her Wonder Woman's boyfriend took
Chris
over
Pine.
is
Oh.
so happy because he gets to go to his friends and be all like, dude, I got some from Wonder Woman.
No, I'm
What?
standing by it. He
I
does
got-
not remember any of it. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
you talking about the regular guy?
Yeah.
The other?
I'm telling you, he does not remember
lying.
any of it. There was
He's
no.
scared because
Yeah, I don't think he remembers
he's
either.
scared nobody's gonna believe him.
No.
What if he
knows.
does? What if he does
No.
remember? I'm like, oh my god, that
How
I
do you
want to
was.
hear
forget that?
I want to hear it
Yeah, right.
from the director, Patty Jenkins herself,
Yeah.
and
He's
I want
never
to
gonna.
understand. Like, I do not believe that guy was like what everybody else saw. I 100%.
It showed you. He
No.
looked in the mirror.
I'm-
Why? How to explain
Dude,
that
you're
part?
wrong
Then
on
looking in
this
the
one. I'm
mirror.
gonna have to. You're wrong on that one.
What part?
When they when they were in the apartment, he looks in the mirror. He said, and she's like, "You don't look the same." And he looks in there. He says, "Yeah, but this guy's got it, right?" And he
Oh.
looks.
I'm wrong.
That quick.
I forgot all about that part. Forgot all about it. My bad. My bad.
My bad. My bad.
Whoopsies.
Wrong
I can't
go.
explain that, and I don't plan to.
All right, cool. All right. Enough of Wonder Woman, guys. Quit bringing her up.
Yeah.
I watched The Croods, the two.
Oh, the new one? Yeah. How does that?
What'd you think?
Oh, dude, it was. You know how sequels are kind of not.
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
But this one was.
Wasn't
Oh, I thought
bad.
you were gonna say that this was. Okay, okay.
Nope,
No, it's
this
not.
one was just as good, maybe even a little better.
Really? You thought it was?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because you say that because I like every time I see it, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna play this, and I'm like, okay, let me just keep browsing first and see if I find something else. And I end up going through the whole thing and either finding something else or doing something else. But
Yeah, watch it. It's pretty good.
I'm gonna check it
I
out.
really enjoyed the first.
Yeah, I did
The
too.
first cruise is good.
Yeah.
That's me and my wife straight up.
That's
That's gonna be my family right there, people.
You better believe it.
We slept on an air mattress in the front room, and they all ended up on top of me. My wife and
It was
my
like
son.
family pile or whatever they say.
Family pal.
Family pile.
You guys ever just like go in your backyard with a tent and just set it up and just sleep overnight in your backyard?
I used to do that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I sleep on my buddy's trampoline.
Really? Trampoline.
I mean, we'd
huh?
all like go out and sleep on the trampoline.
So accidentally out there having too many of it.
No, like we go take our sleeping bags out there and pillows and sleep on the trampoline
Okay.
under the stars.
All right.
We were
Sounds
like
romantic. Sounds
junior high-
romantic.
We were like junior hires. Don't be weird about it. Why did it get gross? Why'd you have to go there? You asked me if I went out in my tent and slept in my backyard. No, Jason, I have a bed that I sleep in on a regular basis.
I'm just asking.
I did it
questions.
once,
You go camping. You intentionally go away from your
Yeah,
bed.
but like that's camping. Camping's way different than sleeping out. Because while you're camping, you're wishing
camping
you
in
were
your
at home.
backyard.
No, because while you camp, you're like, I wish I was at home. I wish I didn't have to be dirty right now. I wish I could take a shower. All that
What?
stuff. Yeah.
That's
then-
after like
That's what you think
2
when you go
days.
camping?
Mick, you camp way different than a lot of people camp. Okay.
What do you mean?
Mick
I
just
camp?
goes. Mick hobo camps.
Yeah, that's the
He's
best.
like,
That's
he's
the
like,
way.
Yeah.
let's go find some public land. We'll bring our guns. We'll bring our beer and have a lot of.
There
It's
you
the
go.
best. Then I could be
There you
as
go.
loud as I want, do whatever I want, and not have to worry about anything.
No, when I camp, I'm like, let's get a site.
right.
Let's bring our
KOA.
trailer,
Let's make sure there's bathrooms and showers.
yeah. Gotta
Don't
have
forget
bathrooms
your
and
robe,
showers.
honey.
Yeah, no, I gotta have that. I gotta have those amenities. And so when I'm outside, I'm like, I could be 30 feet inside the house and in my bed asleep right now.
I like shitting in the brush. I mean, I like pooping in the brush.
Except I'm out.
I mean, the
in a
camping out in your
stupid-
backyard is not for yourself. It's for either you're a kid or it's for your kids. It's
right?
for
No,
them.
no, no. I get.
So it's
Yeah,
not-
I get that. I understand that. My thing though is that I don't like that. I don't want to.
I don't like sleeping on the ground.
Like,
And it's cold outside.
yeah,
There's no air conditioning
yeah. It's
or
like
heater.
all bad. The whole thing is bad. No
I
matter
can
how
smell
you,
my feet.
Man,
I
you,
can smell
you have
my
an obsession with my feet. I'm never ever
I know. I like
in
the
my
lower
life.
right.
I'm never in my life sending you a picture of my feet again.
Thank
Because
God.
No, you keep bringing it up, and it's starting to worry me. They had some hairy feet, though.
I know. The Hobbits?
Oh,
They
yeah.
look like it, huh?
Yeah. No.
I know.
No. You totally got me, but no. No. Jason, that's when I got misty-eyed today. When,
Yeah, what?
Misty-eyed?
Oh, misty-eyed?
Yeah.
Oh, when you looked at your feet?
No, when I watched Lord of the Rings. I feel so I need to go take a shower right now because you guys talking about my feet and weird. This is weird.
Well, it was a weird segue. You were talking about your feet, and then you said that's when you got misty-eyed.
Because we brought up Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, let's change subjects. Let's change subjects. So, on top of watching new stuff, I also played a new game.
Oh,
I got Fallout 4.
Fallout 4?
Yeah.
Fallout 4.
Yeah, I bought Fallout 4. It was on
Definitely good.
sale from PlayStation Store. For every DLC, I think there's 4 DLC packs and the base game. That's like a lot of content.
That's a lot of money.
$20.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, on PlayStation. So get on it.
Get the front door out of here.
Yeah, it's like $70 without the sale. And
Wow.
I bought it all for $20. I was like,
That's...
I can't. How do I pass up on this deal? That's like
Yeah.
a deal I cannot pass up. And so I've been playing it, and it's a lot of fun.
That's cool.
It's way cooler than I thought it was going to be. I didn't play any other Fallouts, but I knew Fallout. It was the Game of the Year edition, and so it came with all the DLCs. And so I had never played a Fallout. I did not know that you built stuff like shelters in this game.
Yeah, that's only for Fallout 4. That was a new thing they added into this.
Because the only Fallout game I ever played, I dabbled in New Vegas. Like I literally created a character.
That was the best one.
Walked around as a baby for like 5 minutes. Maybe that was Fallout 3. Is that the one where you walk around as a baby in the house? But that's all I remember. Is like you create a character and then you walk around as a baby, and that's all I played.
Which one was that?
It's either Fallout 3 or Vegas.
I can't remember.
No,
because Vegas is.
You know in the comments, let us know.
The mob. You start as the mobsters.
Okay.
At the very beginning.
Okay.
It's like Vegas kind of.
Yeah, you're right. So I think it's 3. I played 3 a little bit.
I don't know.
But Fallout 4 is good, man. I'm like I'm not even like an hour into it, but like I've beat the first. Maybe I'm an hour into it, but I've beat like the first mission, and like now I've finally been able to go out and scavenge a little bit, and I still haven't figured out how to use the rad system though. You know the thing where like or the VAT system.
Oh, the VAT system.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know if that's something you got to learn or.
So your percentages of hitting goes up when you use VATs, right?
Yeah.
So, but you got to level it up, right? So, like with your handguns and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like I haven't seen I haven't seen like a tutorial on that.
There's
anywhere.
not. You go on YouTube.
Okay.
Go on YouTube and look how to level up your character.
But it's fun. What I'm saying is Fallout 4 is fun, and I never expected it. So
character building. That game is a super character builder.
Yeah.
But pay attention. Make sure you get all them settlements, Steven. Yep. Anytime you get a new thing, create a settlement, because as many survivors you get in there, the more stuff you could craft, the more stuff you could, without having to go scavenge it, because those people will go scavenge it for you.
It's one of those meta games that like I don't even know what I'm getting myself into, but I'm gonna continue to play. What I'm gonna do is I'm at least gonna beat the story and like the DLC, and that's it.
It's a large game.
I know it's a large
game. How did you find that anyway? You just routinely go through the store and see what they got?
I turned on my PlayStation and there was like this store. I know why, because I went to the free games for January. I was like, what are the free games for January? Because I always try, like, even if I don't want it, I always download the game because you have it forever.
Right.
And so I went there, and then there was like, oh, there's a holiday sale. And I was like, oh, cool, what's the holiday sale? And I went and looked, and it was like, save 40%. And I looked around, and it was there.
Yeah. Pick it up. That's how I picked it up on PC.
I was like, I have to get it. I can't turn down a $70, $80 game for $20.
Yeah. Bethesda's so good. They need to come out with a new game though.
There's stuff in the make.
I thought they were.
Yeah, they're working on stuff.
I'm talking about a new because they got the Fallout series, they got the Skyrim series. I know they got a couple other things, but
Oh,
I
like a
want
new
like
IO.
new.
Oh, okay.
Was it
I
an
see.
IO?
I
Is that what
see.
they call it? A new. Yeah, a
I don't
new
know.
world.
No, yeah, we get what you're saying.
Yeah, but
Um.
I do like the feel of Fallout. Put you like in the 50s kind of setting, except we merged with nuclear power more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's all like nuclear stuff.
Everything's like nuclear powered.
Yep. Bethesda is working on a game called Starfield,
Oh yeah.
That's
I
what it
remember
is. Yeah,
but
Starfield.
that
That's
was
probably
announced at 2018 E3, and we still know nothing about it.
yeah.
that's because 2000. Well, never mind. Never mind.
Was that Jason?
No, never mind.
Well, Bethesda took a big hit too because of their Fallout. Was the online game?
76.
Yeah, Fallout 76. How buggy that thing
Is
was.
that one
People were
bad
talking
because it's all
crap.
online?
Well, they rushed it. No, that what they did, they just rushed it.
Uh,
All these rushed games, man. It's
Quit
crazy.
rushing games.
It was a great idea. It shouldn't have came out.
I just need to rephrase that. Quit rushing
Yeah.
games out. If a
I,
Russian wants to
I
make
was
a
thinking
game,
that too. I
make
didn't
a
want to
game.
bring it to light and make it reality, so I didn't say
I had
anything.
to. I couldn't just leave that alone like I did.
It wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't playable
Really?
when it first came out. People were hacking. People found a way to get into admin room, right, where you could basically get as much ammo, guns, whatever, for free. You know what I mean? So people were
Yeah.
just wrecking the servers. Just a lot of hacking going on. It just made the game like unplayable.
Hackers
But I
suck.
mean, now it's fun because they kind of got a hold of everything. But at the very beginning, Bethesda got that was a big hit to Bethesda. So I
I
don't
remember
know.
it. I
That's
remember
why
it
they're
not
waiting.
doing good. I don't remember why it didn't do good.
Right. Their games are massive, man. I want them to take their time. I'm down to wait another year or two to see Elder Scrolls. I want to see another Elder Scrolls come out for sure. Z's.
I gotta mute myself. Continue this conversation, please.
Okay. So,
Utility Steve.
so wasn't
What up,
Bethesda
dude?
the one that was picked up by Xbox?
Yeah, we can do a call.
Yes, Bethesda was picked up by Xbox.
So whatever they come out with, it's not gonna go anywhere else. It's
Yeah, I'll
just gonna
take
go
it.
to Xbox. And anyway,
Well, they
See,
might
man.
drop
Get
it
on
on the
it.
Game Pass,
Thanks, dude.
and
Yep.
I'm cool with that
Bye.
too because I own a Game Pass.
yeah.
But
Well,
I don't know.
you
It's
doing
such a
your
big
Game
game.
Pass.
But the thing is with Bethesda, they never give anything to their customers, right? That's why they could still sell the Skyrim game that's like almost 10-year-old game or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
still for $40, $50,
Mm.
right? And they sell it on every platform. They sell it on PC, they sell it on Nintendo Switch, they sell it on
Yep.
VR, they sell it on a bunch of different platforms, and they still charge a brand new what a brand new game
Price.
would
Yeah.
cost.
Yeah. I think
I
the
mean, it's
lowest
worth
I've
it. It's
seen it.
good though.
I think the lowest I've ever like really seen it is like $40
Right, and it's
at
a
the
used
most,
copy.
and that's a used copy. Yeah.
Mm.
Like when you have a game that sells like that, being as old as it is, like how old is Skyrim? 2013? No, earlier than
It's
that.
old.
No,
I think it's yeah. It's
it's
like
older than that. It's like
I want to say it's like 10 years.
2012, December 4th, 2012. So 8 years,
Yeah,
9 years, 8 years.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
That's ancient, and we've had 2 consoles in that time.
And it's
And
still
it's still selling.
selling.
Yeah.
So I want them to take their time because I want another game like that where I could be playing it for years
Yeah.
and still be satisfied. I always find new stuff to do in those Skyrim games.
Those games are so cool
Big.
because the world is your oyster.
Sandbox.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Hey, Steven, wasn't that you that said you were playing the Final Fantasy VII remake?
I was, but I just couldn't get into it, dude.
Really? So you
Yeah.
stopped? You're done with it completely?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll go back to it. It's the problem is I have so many games in my like I want to play, and I got into that one. I didn't immediately grab into it, so I was just kind of like, whatever.
Gotcha,
Bethesda took 3 years to develop Skyrim. So I don't know if that's on.
Is that average or how long does it
That's how
normally
long.
take?
Uh,
I don't know how long it usually takes to make
I
a game like that.
don't know.
Sounds it's that sounds fast to me for a game that extensive,
All right.
right? I mean, the lore that just goes behind it
I know it
take
says.
would take years to write all the lore.
Well,
I
you
mean,
got to
they're
remember stuff like that. The lore doesn't get written until like a little bit of lore gets written right away. Like Star Wars, all the lore that we have for Star Wars, the thousands and thousands of books, were written after the first movie. You know what I mean?
What? No. All that stuff was done beforehand.
All
well,
the
I mean,
books and stuff.
I thought
no,
so. Am I wrong?
I don't think so. I mean, I can look it up, but I don't think the books came out before the movies. I could be totally wrong, but like I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was like Lord of the Rings where like the books were written in the 50s and then the lore was written.
Yeah, I
right.
thought I thought he had it done before, but I don't
I
I'm not,
guess
like I
what
said, I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure.
what I'm talking about lore is it's not like the main storyline
Right,
and
yeah.
of the game, but the world within Skyrim itself, that section of Elder Scrolls, right? There's tons and tons. You could pick up any book, right? And there's hundreds and hundreds of different books, and flip through the pages, and it tells you basically a story. This man that had this bow, killed 100 bears. It just goes into depth with stories, and that takes time to come up with, stories that
Yeah.
can correlate with the game, and then you end up finding things, that you read in that book in the actual world, in the environment.
Right.
Not there might not be anything that you could, get rewarded for finding it, but you could be all like, oh, that's the tower, and it broke down. And, hey, look, there's a skeleton there, right? And you correlate both to those the book and that scenery, and
Right.
say, oh, that's the guy that killed the 100 whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like little Easter eggs, but that all takes time to develop. You know,
Mhm.
and 3 years seems really fast for that big game.
Or is that maybe just development time then once they started developing the game as opposed to creating it? Like, or yeah, because it does seem pretty fast to create that lore and then
Right.
yeah, that
But
does seem
okay,
pretty
so
fast. Now that you laid it out like that, yeah, that
I
does
just
seem pretty
found
fast.
something on it's on Wikipedia, but usually Wikipedia is pretty good about this stuff. Star Wars media in print. The first ever release of print was the film's novelization in 1976. The film was later released in 77. So A New Hope
Yeah. So
was
what is that?
novelized in 76, was released in 77. And then novels, the real novels took place in the first direct sequel that came out in novel form was in 78. And then from there it went crazy. So what I'm saying is like the lore was created after the first movie was created. Like I don't think
Oh, I see what you're
you know what I
saying.
mean.
Yeah, I think I misunderstood you before, but right, okay, I see what you're saying. So
Yeah,
they built upon this already existing screenplay, this movie that they
yeah,
made.
yeah.
It hit the ground running, so they're like, let's build a
Build
world
onto
around
this.
this. Yeah, okay, got you. But yeah, I was thinking, I thought I had heard about him like doing a couple of the stories in advance, like 4 and 5 or something like that, and had it, and then like it went to whatever. But apparently I was wrong now, I guess.
Um, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to answer a question in comments.
What year on the Gregorian calendar?
Yeah,
What is that?
I don't know what the Gregorian calendar is, but
I don't either.
events. So the Battle of Yavin is like the big. It's like the AD and BC of Star Wars is the Battle of Yavin. So before the Battle of Yavin and after the Battle of Yavin. Um, Episode 1 is dated 32 BBY, which is before the Battle of Yavin, and Rise of Skywalker is 35 after the Battle of Yavin. But the Old Republic takes place like millions of years in the past. And all of it in our time is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Right.
So.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
I had a
currently.
question for you guys.
Oh yeah,
too.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Be
You were reading
wrapping up.
a
We're
comic.
gonna be wrapping up pretty soon, but go ahead.
Well, okay. So, in light of, I told you guys to quit bringing up Wonder Woman, but here it is again.
Oh my gosh.
So, in light of how that did, right? So, we always was like, "Hey, Patty Jenkins is great. Patty Jenkins is a good director. She's good." So now that Wonder Woman did how it did, because she's supposed to do, what is it, Rogue Squadron? Right? Is that what it's called that she's doing?
Rogue
Uh,
Squadron. Okay.
Rogue Squadron, yeah. And so she's supposed to be doing that series for Lucasfilms. And I think initially we were kind of excited about that, saying, "Oh yeah, that should be pretty good. Patty Jenkins is pretty good." So now, do you guys still feel that way now, or are you guys kind of worried about it now?
As long as Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have say so
Executive,
over the
right?
direction of the show, I'm okay with it. If they boot her aside and put Kathleen Kennedy in charge, I'm boycotting.
Oh no, yeah, that would be a travesty.
Yeah.
Has anybody heard anything about the Last Airbender?
No,
I
I
haven't.
haven't.
That went silent after those
Yeah,
guys
it
left,
did.
right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. They
yeah.
developed
After the
that. They
creators
put
left,
out
yeah.
that what's the girl's name? Kiara or something. They put out her show on Netflix, and I don't think that did very well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. She the Avatar in that movie. I mean that
She's
show. Cause she's got all
I think she's the new Avatar after.
It's the new Avatar after Aang.
Yeah.
Yep.
his sister.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
because that's
yeah.
his
What's
sister,
his
right?
face? No, it's not Ying's sister. Yang's sister. It's
Aang.
yeah, whatever. It's not Aang's sister. It's what's his face's sister.
the fire guys.
Yeah.
No, because her name was. What,
Yeah.
is that her?
Yeah, that's his sister in the movie.
She's from the Water Tribe.
Yeah, that's not her.
Oh, sorry. I'll shut up then because I didn't watch any of it.
She was, yeah, she's from the Water Tribe. I didn't really get into the whole, second series of the Avatar too much, but I know a little bit. But
Hey,
she's a water.
Yeah, sorry. Mosque, I just found the answer. I didn't mean to cut you off, Mick. I'm sorry. 1706 AD is when the first Death Star blew up.
Oh,
Okay.
look at that. I forgot what the hell
I'm
I
really
was
sorry. That was so messed up of me to cut you off like that. I'm really
wrong.
I'm really sorry.
What was I saying?
You're
What was I
talking
saying?
about the new Avatar.
You didn't. Yeah, you said you never
Oh
got
yeah,
into the.
it was a water. Yeah, she's a waterbender, and she was good at all the other the bending. She could bend earth, water, wind. No, it wasn't wind. She could bend fire, but she couldn't bend wind. But there is some relation, I think. I can't remember exactly what the relation is, but Aang's woman, what's her name? Aang's lady.
Kiara?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's her granddaughter. Great granddaughter or something like that, because she is in the very beginning of the show and when she's talking to him and stuff. And
Gotcha.
then, Aang's son is the one that teaches her, takes her on as a trainee, and she trains her to do wind, bend the winds. But I like that one. I liked it. I just haven't had time to sit down and watch it because it's based in kind of modern times. There's cars.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I think I watched the first episode and I was confused.
Yeah,
like,
and everything's kind of changing because the people that can't bend,
yeah,
are like trying to revolt against the benders or whatever, because the benders are treating them a certain way. It's
right.
It really gets kind of really political.
Got you.
But from what I've seen so far, it seemed pretty interesting. I just got other better stuff to watch right now.
We all have backlogs that are like eons long.
Yeah,
and new stuff keeps coming out.
I know and now we got WandaVision right on the horizon. Like
it's so close.
A week away.
It's so close.
It's so close. I'm so excited.
Oh my god.
Meh.
Hey,
Get
oh well,
outta here.
that's your Marvel, Mick. That's
I
your
know.
Marvel stuff.
It's not my Marvel.
This is y'all's Marvel, man.
And we'll see. We'll see how it
We'll
does.
see
Yeah,
how
we'll
it
see.
goes.
I'm more excited to see Vision. Vision's cool.
Well, then you'll get Vision. You'll get a lot of
Yeah.
Vision.
You know what? All I see is a Knight's Tale. The guy that plays Vision. I just see him in the Knight's Tale. Yeah, I mean, in there talking.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That movie's so
I
good.
tried to watch the movie
That was
twice and
great.
fell asleep both times.
Dude, that was a great jam. Like that was
Heath
such
Ledger.
a good like early 2000s movie.
Yeah,
It's such a hidden gem of a movie.
it is. It's dope.
Hidden gem, huh? That's what I
Watch
was
it
told
again.
when I was.
Put some
Okay.
tape on your eyelids
Maybe.
and watch it again. I just watched Suicide Squad, Jason. You need to go watch
Right.
A Knight's Tale. 'cause
No,
it's
you know what
actually
I did though? I almost did. I didn't finish.
Wow,
But
you just
I
pulled
started.
a
I
Steven. You went
started
in so
something just for
confident
you
and then
guys.
backed off. I like that.
I know. I did something just for you guys. And I'm
What'd
gonna
you do?
finish it, and then I started a movie, and it's only not because of my own interest, not because of I did it just for you guys. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch this movie
Hold on, can we guess what
with
movie?
these guys. Yeah, I want you guys to guess what it is.
Dumb and Dumber.
Brokeback Mountain.
I've already seen Dumb and Dumber. That's my movie.
Oh, I thought you said you were.
No, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's an Adam Sandler movie. Billy Madison.
Nope. But you're right though. But no.
Oh.
Did you watch TV Halloween?
That's what it was. That's
You
what it
watched
is.
TV Halloween.
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch it. I don't. So I don't want to say anything about it yet. But I started that movie
Oh, man, that
and
movie's so
and
funny.
I'm gonna
You talk like this.
I'm gonna let you guys know what I think.
Yeah, it's endearing.
finished
Just
it.
go into it with an open mind. Jason, I'm gonna give you a little advice that one very smart man named Jason once gave
He's
me.
gonna fuck. He's
Just
gonna
go
hate
into
it.
it with an open mind.
Okay,
Don't have any prejudice towards it. Just go into it with open mind.
got
I
it.
liked it, but he's not gonna like it.
Jason's gonna hate
either.
it, but it was funny to me. I enjoyed it.
You never
We'll
know.
see
You
how
never
it
know.
goes,
All right,
and then
I'll
you
let
can let us know on next week's episode.
On the flip side.
Speaking of next week's episode, we are gonna get out of here. We've been at this for like an hour. We're actually like at an hour and 10 minutes. It's been flying by.
really?
Time
Time
is ticking
flies.
away. Yep. All right.
I
Well,
gotta go poop.
Let us know. Let us know what you thought of Soul and Wonder Woman, and if you're doing anything, let us know what your New Year's resolution is. If you do those, that was like the shortest lived conversation we've ever
More
had.
fiber this year.
More fiber. More water. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
So, be sure
Also,
to
if
check
you guys
us
know
out.
any hidden gem movies that we haven't
Yeah,
checked
let
out,
us know
let
some
us know
hidden
those. I want to know
gems.
some hidden gems.
Yeah. National Treasure. That's a hidden gem. Come on, that's a good one.
Anything with Nicolas Cage in it.
Horrible actor,
What
bro.
What do you mean? Con Air, Face Off,
Face
Gone
Face
in
off
60
because of John
Gone in
Travolta
60
though.
seconds.
Yeah.
No,
The
Nicolas
Gone
Cage
60
was the
seconds.
perfect cast for Face Off.
I'll give him Face Off.
Face Off was
Con Air,
That's
when
about
he
it.
stands out of the plane, he's like,
No.
and his
so
hair
unbelievable.
is flowing.
Man.
Come on, that was such a good movie. You guys
Horrible.
suck. You guys are pussies. All right, we're gonna get here. Hey, go like us on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. That's where we are streaming simultaneously right now. Hopefully every Monday, every Tuesday, one of the weeknights in the beginning of the week.
One of those days that
Pay
ends
attention
what?
to us on Facebook because that's where we put up all of our updates of what we're doing and when we're doing it. So if we don't hear from you until next week, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon.
Oh, and Happy New Year, by
Did
the
I
way,
nail it?
everybody. Happy 2021.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2020 is
Happy New Year.
finally over.
Have a new year.
Happy inauguration day tomorrow. Let's move on. Let's move on.
What?
I hate that I said that. All right, we are for real out of here.
Get
I'm
outta here.
Steven. That's Vic, and that's Jason, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode of the Geek Podcast. Bye-bye.